I just, yeah, that's my, sorry. Dan, I tell you, it would be wonderful to get together with my friends on July 29th. This thing, oh well, no, I apologize. You're taking the time and making the efforts. Dan, I'm really sorry I'm not going to be able to be with you on July 29th. It looks like you've got a great program. Got so many of my good friends. Sandy Lucy, the mayor, has been a friend and her husband for a long time. The Millers, Ralph Smith was my chief of staff in the governor's office. My law partners, Mike Lousy, and a headline in the Washington Missourian when I joined the law firm was, Bond joins lousy law firm. That gave us a start. But Mike has been a tremendous guy and a great lawyer. My first exposure of my son Sam, when he was 3 years old, I took him up on the roof of the mansion in Jefferson City, and we watched the barge traffic up and down the Missouri River. And not only did that give him a first impression, but it really heightened my appreciation for the river. And since that time, we love to see the Missouri River, the wonderful places to eat, the fine wines you can produce, and the scenery along the river is truly spectacular. I had the pleasure of signing the 20-cent wine premium tax. Missouri was, prior to Prohibition, the #2 wine-producing state in the nation. And when Prohibition came along, too many Missouri grape growers yanked out all their good wine grapes and put in sweet Catawba. And the wine industry knew that it had to get a kickstart. So the 20-cent wine premium that the legislature passed and I signed into law provided 10 cents to go to viticulture and 10 cents to go to winology. And I think they have produced some outstanding wines. I have spent most of my time living in Mexico, Missouri, but I have fished the Missouri River. I've been at the other end of the Missouri River, but I've always considered the Missouri River country part of my home, part of my heritage. My ancestor, great ancestor, Joseph Bogie, was a French voyageur who pulled the Lewis and Clark expedition up the Missouri River in the early 1800s. Came back and was in the Assembly Council that drafted the Constitution, and then served in the First Senate of Missouri. But since he was a riverman and a politician, and I think both of those kind of rubbed off on me. I was in college in the East, and I had American art history course, and that's when I first saw the George Caleb Bingham 19th century genre paintings, and I fell in love with them. Learned about the original sketches or drawings, as they really are, from which he traced onto the canvas as paintings of real Missourians, either in politics or along the river. And we were very proud to have saved the Bingham sketches in 1974, 5, and 6 by getting 100,000 Missourians, including 50,000 school children, to help raise money to meet the $1.8 million cost of the drawings. And those have been stored at the St. Louis Art Museum and the Nelson Atkins Museum in Kansas City. But the good news is, the end of June, it's going to be opening at the New York Metropolitan Art Museum. So I get the chance to go up and talk about George Caleb Bingham and the river. Well, I hope as a result of this conference that everybody there will look for ways that we can really exploit the tremendous assets we have in the Missouri River. We have great wineries, we have excellent agriculture, we have the Katy Trail, which is getting more and more use. people can travel on foot, on bike, and see how beautiful the river is. And I know the hospitality of the communities along the Missouri River are going to be most enjoyable to any visitors. And it's up to all of us to spread the word and don't hide our light or our river under a bushel. But let's talk about it.